Well, welcome back. I just want to start off with saying a very, very, very huge thank you to all the comments, all the support, all the new followers, all the old followers, and all the chat. I love the chat. So, today we're going to get back into doing some drawing, just back into that relaxing feeling. No sketches, no pre-planned anything. We're just going to see what comes out of the grey matter today, alright? So, I'm Kieron Seamons, this is my inky world, and we're going to start drawing something right now. Welcome back! It's time to do some ink drawing. And I've got a brush in my hand, so let's start with the brush. How are you all doing there? How are you all doing? Let's get into some ink. Here's a nice lovely red ink that I bought down in the town of Brighton. It's got a lovely nice kind of feeling to it. Well, that's nice. Let's get a nice kind of colourful start to it. You know, it's like, I don't know what I'm doing up here, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful start. Just to get us off that track that we fall into. We all fall into that track of how am I going to start? How am I going to start? I'm going to start with doing a circle. I'm going to start with doing a square. I'm going to start with the same old patterns, and I try to break that up. So what it does is it starts us off thinking. It starts us off thinking, what is that picture that's in the paper? I keep saying this. What is it in the paper? It must be something in there. Sorry about that. That was... Oh, it keeps kind of leaning. What's going on there? There we go. It's a bit more steady, I guess. Yes. So sometimes I like to kind of get in there and break things up a little bit. And a lot of times the best way of doing that is just to kind of relax and find what the drawing is. I kind of look at that as a nice little hat over there. Not quite sure what I'm doing, but oh, look at that. Broken nib in the first 30 seconds. That's not a good start. It's not a good start, man. It means you're too excited. It means you've got too much energy. It's like that. Sometimes you get pumped up, don't you? When you're drawing something, you get so pumped up. I know what I do. I get far too excited, like kind of like a 5-year-old child. Dear, what's happening? Let's put it over in the bins, alright? Let's see what... Looks like it's dead as well. Right, it's not a good start with today. And I like to just kind of relax my mind, and at the same time as I'm talking, it means I can't think too much about what is this drawing that is coming out of the paper. And that helps sometimes. It helps us just to kind of relax and not take it all so serious. And sometimes drawing can get really serious. I see some people sitting there and taking like 5 billion years to draw something, and yeah, that's cool in certain types of art, but there has to be a training part to drawing, and that training part is about this, not about using this. Mostly it's this, and it's mostly about kind of relaxing your mind enough to kind of let go of things, you know. And I think sometimes just by relaxing all the thoughts, you know, you're thinking about today I've got to go shopping, today I've got to do that, today I've got to wash the car, today I've got pay some bills. Today I've got to, today I've got to, today I've got to, today I've got to. Bang! And when you sit down to do some drawing, it's just like, I don't even know where to start. I haven't even got a feeling, you know, and that's not right. You have to just do something. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm shading around this eye. I've been doing a lot of shading recently. What is that? You know, it's like, is it a good thing? I'm not sure. I'll wait for you guys to tell me, you know. I mean, I know a lot of people like to add shading into drawings to kind of make them more beautiful than they really are. I think sometimes shading can kind of, well, I mean, in a way, it kind of feels like this lady is wearing, lady, I just said lady, is it a lady? Wow, there you go, it's my second brain talking while my first brain's listening. That's kind of like, yeah, okay, it's some kind of lady, alright. This shading could be like her kind of eye makeup, you know. I'm sure it's got a proper name. I can't think of it. What's that stuff you put on that kind of colors above your eyelid? Ladies, I'll call it eye makeup, just to be boring. And come on, Cecile, help me out. What's that makeup called? Huh? The one you put above your eyelids to make you look pretty. What is it? I wonder if I can take some of that ink and just rub it in there as a blush. Would that do? Oh, not bad, not bad. It does kind of give me a red kind of soft glow. Let's see if I can do the same on this side. Give it a nice... Look at that, just rubbing your fingers into it and getting some colour. That's lovely. It kind of gives it a nice kind of blush to the lady. Can you see that? What is happening with my camera today? It keeps leaning over. It's like it's falling asleep today. It's like, Kieron, I want to sleep. Okay, so this is Cecile. If you're out there, I'm going to try and make this into you, okay? Because maybe she's reading a book, like she's reading... Let's get some more of that red back in there, because I loved that. That was such a nice kind of feeling there. Have I already soaked the brush? Yes, silly man. Why did I do that? Why did I soak the brush? I have to find another paintbrush. It's too big. Alright, well there's no paintbrush, so I'm going to have to do it with my fingers. There you go, that's what I used. Okay, so that's the lips. Right. Let's bring that down there. Now, for all you kids out there watching, this is the best way to paint. Better than any brush, better than any of that. This is the way to do it. It's so kind of, well, it's a beautiful way. it just feels natural, you know, and it makes the picture look creative, makes it add a lot of feeling to it. There's that lovely feeling there. Let's get those big lovely smiling cheeks in there too. So this is my, see, a lot of times when you're drawing something, it's the impression of what you remember. You know, I love to draw, you know, I see a lot of people doing really amazing caricatures, but in a lot of ways I kind of feel like there would be more kind of feeling in there, more expression in there if they were doing it almost like from memory. If you look at somebody and then you were to kind of draw them from memory, it would be so much more beautiful. So I will call this one Cecile. I will call it Cecile today. Cecile with her new book. It's a rather amazing book because it's called Can you guess? Worry Lips, of course, is the title of the book. Of course it is. And when the new novel comes out very, very, very soon, I hope you're all going to run out and buy it. Make me a rich billionaire man. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yeah, so I'm in the middle of writing that at the moment. So let's give a little fingers in there. Let's get in some fingers. Nice and gently little fingers, because obviously it's going to be a lady. With little dinky hands. No big gnarly hands today, we're all being nice. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? No hands in there. That's the hands there, coming in holding the book. So it's been a very busy day today. I'm still working on the novel for Worry Lips, and it's going to be, I think it's definitely already feeling like it's my best book ever. So please hold on, and this will be the book that you'll all go running out and buy. I'm quite sure of it. It will be a classic in the future, when in 100 years' time everybody will know Worry Lip story like a kind of Peter Pan or whatever the, Oliver Twist or one of the other classics. That's what it'll be. That's writing on the back of the book. Big kind of code there that they put in, and there's all the writing all about Let's draw a rough little kind of ghosty picture in there. Yeah, it's a ghosty picture there on the back of it. Let's draw the face of Cecile. She's kind of like a ghosty character that's in this book, and it's going to be great. It's going to be so good. Just drawing up some extra pages there. And I feel like there needs to be more red in this. I love the way that red has come up there. So I'm going to try to steal my brush back if I can. And I'm going to try to finish out the picture. Cecile was a lady that bought my book in the Netherlands, and I was so happy to find that out. It was just so beautiful. It's somebody so far away would be interested, you know. It's such a beautiful idea. So I'm going to kind of put a kind of drawing together there of that sweet lady. How lovely is that to have somebody so far away to buy one of your books? I mean, that's just fantastic. I mean, it makes you feel so incredible. You imagine you've written a book or you've drawn a book, and somebody from another part of the world writes to you and says, "Hey, I bought your book." That's just incredible. I'm going to try to kind of get some of these corners in while it's also wet, otherwise it might lose some feeling, and I'm all about catching that feeling, catching the feeling of and this is just a beautiful feeling. Like I was trying to explain there, it's like the whole feeling of somebody even taking the time to go and buy your book is an incredible thing anyway, you know. But when it's on the other side of the world, or feels like it's the other side of the world. I mean, maybe Netherlands is not that far away from the UK, but you know, when you don't kind of hear about these countries, you never get so much news from them. I don't know. Sadly, I don't really know much about the Netherlands at all. But we should, you know, we should all. Oh, it's leaking a little bit too much there. Let's just get in and dry that up. We should know about more countries. We should know, you know, we should have much more news about, especially European countries, because they're kind of on our doorstep, you know. Especially. I mean, we all kind of go to France and Spain and maybe Germany, but I wonder how many people have actually been to the Netherlands. If you have, I want to know all about it. Just putting in a bit of shading around my book so that you can see that. Putting in some details on the book. Maybe Maybe you can do a drawing of Norman in there. Oh, with his sad face. He's always got a sad face, Norman. And that's his thumbs up from the t-shirt and from the book. I think there's a tree in the background there. There we are. That's the book. So that brush was, did I use that? So that's the way that I like to kind of feel that with the hands in the book. Sorry, my mind is drifting off a lot today. It's like so much going on. I've got so much to think about. I've got so much to sort out. But I'm really glad I did this. I'm trying to get a little bit of water in there. Maybe some dirty water might make it nice. Yeah, I just thought it might add a little bit more softness to the picture if I was to fill in some of the clothing, because in the photo she's wearing a very soft kind of what would you call it, like a hoodie type thing, a very fluffy soft one. You imagine just kind of cuddling up to and disappearing into such a softness, you know. I love those type of things. And I love the way that it's just kind of come in there, like there's some water there. I can just kind of even it off a little bit. Just gives a kind of blends it all together a little bit more. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's come up really nice. All right, let's get a name on this. And that is today's drawing. I hope I will add some more. I'm just a little bit. It's too wet at the moment to kind of get into and do any more too. But I hope cute, lovely Cecile and her wife enjoyed this drawing today. It's just a lovely idea for today's drawing. Drawing one of my fans. And she had bought the Warriors book, and this was you can go and see her website and or Instagram page. That's the one. Now I need something there to kind of break that up, and I'm just thinking maybe there's a kind of like crayon or something I could add in there. Maybe even would this work? Yeah, why not? Lovely. So, what other pens have I got around here? And my dip pen. And try and just test that out, see how dry it is. 'Cause it's always, I'm always a little bit afraid when things are wet that things bleed like crazy, and you know. And sometimes they do. There you go. Look, it's starting to bleed. I knew it would, but it does add so much more kind of feeling to it when it's ink. Oh, let's not do that. That's too much black. It's not very often I say words like too much black, is there? Lovely. That is a very, very, very lovely drawing today. I'm really pleased with that one. Let's get some more feelings up there. Bringing in some of that night behind. It'd be nice to put in a little bit of a grey there, but again, it's still so wet. It's just there. That is a beautiful, beautiful, happy drawing today. It's happiness. Happiness, because Cecile was happy to receive the book. I was more than happy for her to be reading it and send me a photo of her reading it. So there's drawing today. It's Cecile and my book. I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know why the camera keeps leaning away. There it is. There's the drawing. I don't know why it keeps wanting to lean. Maybe the grip on the top is fading. But there is today's drawing, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. And please subscribe if you haven't. If not, come back again. We're going to do some more drawing, and it's going to be great fun. See you soon. Bye bye.